Hello modelers, back on the workbench, doing another conversion today, and this is an engine that's desirable by many red-blooded aero modelers, the OSI Il300 4-cylinder inline. Beautiful engine, absolutely magnificent, highly desirable for scale effect, and of course originally it came as a glow version, but we're going to change it. We're going to convert it to petrol using the Morris equipment, and Morris supplies all the gear for the front end carburetor little pump, which we'll have a look at in a minute. I'm just about ready to set it up, start doing the timing on it, and again I'll be using the timing piece that sets up for 4 cable sensor leads, so that we can set it up using the red light and the green light as I did on the Sato 170 radial. Alright, we'll have a look at the parts now. Okay, the first item of interest is the CDI unit, which is relatively new. This is the 4-cylinder one. Rexel now produce CDIs for a range up to 9-cylinder radial engines. This is their 4-cylinder, the latest version, all very nicely set up. I have used it on another engine, and they go extremely well. They work very well. It all comes, of course, with the sensors from Morris, the sensor ring with the green and the red magnet marked, which we'll use to time it later on with that little piece of equipment. The next piece of equipment that Morris supplies is a Walbro carburetor, all set up, and his biggest job was to design a manifold adapter to go on the side of the engine to replace the glow one. It fits on very nicely, and same mounting, no changes required, just set it up as the normal carburetor is, only using that manifold. And also, of course, Morris said that the engine doesn't have much vacuum to draw fuel in. He supplies this little pump. There's a beautiful piece of equipment. This is medical quality pump. Runs on 4.8 so volts, up a little bit perhaps. A little eccentric in here. I've tested this pump and it impresses me. I don't know at this stage whether I will need it, because I like to mount the tanks up pretty high for petrol engines. But anyway, on the test bench we'll soon find out if the engine is not getting the fuel supply. I'll employ the little pump. Alright, we've got the timing gear here, and I'll set it up now. Normal setup, 28 degrees before top dead center, commonly called 30 degrees, but 28 is the actual spot on 100% accurate measurement. 28 degrees before top dead center, and then set up the ring. So I'll get some tools and start working. Well, we've got him all set up on the bench now, and I've got the pump connected and everything's pretty right to go. I've moved around this side of the engine for the filming because the exhaust, the 4 exhausts out the other side, throw out a few black specks which I don't need on the camera for sure. So we'll give him a bit of a tickle up and see what we can find. It'll turn on the ignition and also turn on the petrol pump. So we should be pretty right. Yep, that's it, running beautifully. want to show you some tap dancers. The little tap dancers there, or maybe they're tapping out a Morse code. But for people, or modelers I'm sure, the modelers who like a bit of mechanical stuff, it's lovely to watch that sort of thing. Tapping away so beautifully. And of course, as you can see, the engine's running very sweetly. All the bits and pieces. That's a little petrol pump. I've yet to try it out without that, but I'm very happy with it. It runs on, I just got a little 4.8 volt battery, and it assures a good supply of fuel to the engine, and certainly instant starting, as you saw. You just turn it on and it pumps up, fills the carb in, away you go, instant start. We'll have a look at the idle now. Yeah, that's a very nice idle. That it'll go a bit lower. I'll plug it down a bit, but you can imagine this in something like a gypsy moth going past the judges on a low, slow flyby. Particularly if you're going from right to left, you're going to hear that beautiful exhaust note of those four, and then when you get to the other end, you pull the throttle up and away she screams and away it goes. Certainly a nice bit of work, very satisfying job this one. Now that's a real low idle for you. That's beautiful and reliable. It's not going to stop. Not until I switch the button. And as you can see, an instant response as soon as I pull the throttle on. Okay. I could sit here all day, watch it, as I usually like to do, but there's other jobs to be done, so we'll close off.